Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Welcome everyone to Ford Field, home of the Lions here in Detroit. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bobcats offense will get first crack at it here. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl put, you got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it in the middle, it's Kendricks. All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play, now 1st down from the 37. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kendricks. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. With the catch, it's Kendricks. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. He marched 78 yards down the field. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Picks up the first down, still moving. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's loose on the right. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Back to pass on second down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wide open downfield. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get them out flanked on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Complete downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Coates. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Cardinals come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Coates. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Conrad. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. Working on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Conrad. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The RPO fired complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Kendricks. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Ohio! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good.
Ohio, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Pulls and fired complete. They're going to stop him short. And, man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. They booted away on 4th down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to let it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Rushes on him. It's caught downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. He's got it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll pull it down, finding an escape route. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Coates. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pumps it downfield. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Ohio, 14.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Got the first down and still on his feet. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bobcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires to the big fella. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. Looking to fire. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Kendricks. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Splits the uprights. Good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Louisville! And the pummeling has started. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking for a productive play on first down. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. To the ground with the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. He's got it again. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The short hands, it's Kendricks. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. And they can't make the play on third down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Kendricks. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Got his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. To the air on second down. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the big fella. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff to the lone back. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Not the day they had hoped to. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Bobcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Cardinals in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Got it in the middle, it's Coates. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Pocket breaking down. He's got him. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Ohio, 31.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the Bobcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down and brings up third down. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Immediately fires to the middle. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on second down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The hand to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking